Good morning! Welcome to Vape Talk UK. It's Tuesday. Is it?
It is Tuesday. Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
We all good?
How are we doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better than I was this morning. So
Yeah.
woke up with a massive migraine, but it's all better.
Migraine, is that just a wimp's word for headache?
No, it's literally more like the head is like pulsing. It's
My head pulses regularly, not that head. Though.
not that head. This is a not for kids show, so yeah. Good evening to our lovely viewers. Good evening, Smirkin.
Schmirken?
Good evening, David. Yeah, for Smirkin it's for once on time. Mick, Mike, hi Ilse, Alex, Perky Snips. Definitely. Albebisi. Evening, Garrett. What's up, Lloyd? What did you discover? What? Was that a can opener?
That was the
That's-
world's most over-the-top can opener.
It's one of them multi-tool things. I don't know how you use the rest. I ain't got a clue. Not a Scooby. Cheers. Cheers, Gav.
Oh dear.
Cheers.
I suppose I ought to bring the YouTube chat up. Sorry, YouTube.
You're very low, Mark.
I'm very low.
Not your volume is very low.
Yeah, you're very low in height.
Was that a well as well? Evening,
And
Ann. Garrett.
Is
Mick
that
is
better?
also here.
Is that better? Hello.
Yeah, it is. Good evening to John over at your YouTube.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Just.
we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Just.
You're gonna have to
Yeah,
shout.
it's a little bit low.
Really?
To the low side.
Your white balance is off as well.
Shut up.
We don't do white balance in this show.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it is low, isn't it? What's
Do
that?
testing.
Two apps are using my microphone, apparently.
Yes, Nibs, I am very happy you finally moved your fat ass in here to watch the show. About time. So just wait a minute while Mark is fixing his volume
God,
so
you-
we can
you
actually
guys-
hear him tonight. While we wait, I will give you a presentation of my funk. No, I won't.
Please don't.
Is Connor in there?
Is Connor is here? Yeah.
Volume.
We ain't here to take part. We're here to take over.
We're here to take over.
Hello? Is that better? Any better? No. Hello? Hello?
A little bit better.
It's quite low. I don't know why.
Have you put it to auto or have you put it to the maximum?
I don't know. Guys in chat, am I
Yeah, it's
loud
better
enough?
That's
Or...
better now.
Better now. Way better.
That's better now.
Oh, weird. Because I
Evening, Ben.
did nothing.
Good
You're
Abend,
probably
Ben.
talking. You're probably speaking a bit louder. Ugh. I'll get so annoyed. These bloody moth.
Moth.
Turn your mic on. My mic's on. Stop it. Cool. Good
Turn
week.
your mic on, Mark. Martin, is your mic off? I can hear you.
No, Marl. I think that was supposed to be a K.
We'll call him
Yeah,
Marv
definitely
from now
meant to be.
on.
Definitely meant to be a
Evening,
K of
Marl.
Alex.
What are you vaping on, Marl? Tell us.
Marl is vaping on the pylon, the Nibiru, the red shit. With a
I love your bottle, by the way, with the red shit. Looks like a ketchup bottle from a diner.
what? It's a good sized bottle. You just go straight in, don't you?
Looks like a normal person holding a 60 milliliter bottle. That's like the equivalent.
And this week, for the first time, I'm in possession of.
Where did you get that from?
Evolution Vaping, I think it was.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Over from the beautiful guys at Vapor Bay.
Even free shipping as well, right? Oh, I paid that. Sorry.
You paid that, yeah. Um,
Free shipping, free tin, wasn't it?
Huh?
Pretty much.
Free shipping, free tin.
Hashtag Cass has gone. Someone's got to be in for free shit. I'm joking. Feedback now or later? Whoa. Is that some like... Oh no, he's back. He's back.
It's just an Ethernet cable that's clogging up.
Feedback now or... No? Yes?
We'll have to sort that out.
Yeah, Perkinip, it was sent free because I paid for the postage because I had something sent to Mark that he's sending to me with some other stuff. So I paid for the Cloud9 and I paid for the shipping. So he got it all for free.
What was I saying last night about the Cloud9, Martin?
But you were saying that it was black, I think.
It was black. I'd used it for one day and it was black. Honest to God.
It doesn't go well with Red Astaire.
It does not work well with Red Astaire. Let's see how it is now. Shit the bed. What time? It's less than 24 hours since my rewick. Look at that. But it tastes good.
That's good. That's at least the most important thing.
But no doubt, Alex will tell me I'm doing something wrong. Have you vaped
yeah.
it dry? There we go. Have I vaped it dry? No, I couldn't get through the carbon, but I'm working on it. I am also vaping on Salmon Cloudy. I'm not sure I'm going to vape that throughout the show because that might be a little bit annoying.
That is Bear Clouds. It's crackle and pop. Ilse, you hear that? Mark can also do crackle and pop.
Vaping on Pedo Box
And Sherman?
and the Sherman.
Yeah. With a bubble glass?
With a bubble glass.
And also, it's tickling me all the wrong places.
I like being licked in the autumn. And I found an old bottle of butter oil stashed away. Me being deserty for a change. Mike, it's not. It's honestly not burning. I just got a 006, 007 bill. Something like that. But no, it's good. It's fine. It's good as gold. Certainly not. That is an ugly setup. It is. It's my cloudy setup. I don't care at all. Zero fucks given.
Mick is saying he just found a apple and elderflower bottle, half filled. Success.
Bonus.
That is.
I think you've got more than anyone I know, to be fair.
Who?
Oh, but well, hang on. You've got a 4 bottle, haven't you? That you've barely sniffed.
Almost a full bottle. I'm enjoying it.
But
Evening and night work. Night. I always pronounce his name wrong. Night work. You're just called night work. Evening.
David.
And evening, Scott as well. Was that it? Oh, he left.
I'm on the show.
I think so. What are you vaping on, Martin? Tell me.
Tonight I am on my trusted favorite setup from Vulcan Designs. Warrior with Narca. And favorite setup, favorite juice, wig liquor, apricot. From the lovely guys over at the Bay. You actually reinvented my trust in, or made me rediscover my trust in UK juices, which I had actually written off. So
What?
I was just saying I was vaping on Miyako wig liquor, and before I tried this, I had a really dislike for all UK liquids. Just had a
A twang.
yeah, I was more into
Twang.
like the Malaysian. Then I'm on my guitar pot system, which is still working, but the duration of the coils are honestly shit. So I don't know what I'm gonna do when I'm out of coils.
Bin it.
With some just juice, 6 milligram, mango, passion fruit, yeah. And last but not least, my new toy, my RJ mods with Ilse help me out, the Skyfall, with the Skyfall cap or the fall cap. And just emptied my bottle of Jago juice into that bottle, so mango tango. So now I'm waiting for some new mango juice to arrive from, the bay, of course.
No, I don't think you're waiting for Vapor Bay, are you?
No, but I'm waiting for it to arrive. It has arrived with you, so now it's just the last piece of the puzzle.
Unless it's the one Lindsay were vaping earlier. Either way.
Yeah, maybe. Never have it. Lloydie!
Try the mango. It's
Hello.
awesome. Oh, is that permission, Alex? Try the mango. I will do, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, try it. It's very, very nice. Right, I am vaping on tonight the hard DLC
Ooh.
from the best man in a shed ever, Mark Todd. Very, very good. And that has got some new juice we're trying out for the Bay, which is Canteen, which is an UK juice line, which the doors just flew open. It's raspberry, pistachio, and puff pastry. That's tasting good in the heart.
Raspberry pistachio.
And another new one. You can't really taste pistachio though. It's getting a lot of lovely raspberry, and the pastry is definitely coming through. But the raspberry at the top of it, and another new one from the shed as well is the Oxford Origin X with the 0.4 stock coil with again Canteen. Got these today as well, so I'm trying them. This one is marmalade, French butter, and sourdough. That's coming. I love an orange vape, so that's as Mark knows, because I love this one.
You love orange.
That's coming through beautiful, and I haven't vaped this yet, but this is obviously the Wapari V3. I ain't gonna put the har on it. Don't really go, so I'll probably put the NAR bar on it. I think, but that'll be later on tonight.
Very high
and
polished.
then last but not least. Yes, he's done it well. Last but not least is the Rev 3 with the Karma Bridge and this lovely salt I've found from Future Juice called Citrus 7. It's beautiful.
Is that the
Really
converted
nice.
Rev 3 that is with the lipo, right?
Yeah, it's got a lipo on the bottom, Vapor Bay sticker on it.
But you know what to do with the Delro then. Sticker.
I tried, didn't I? And then Nigel Moxon had to fix it for me because I ripped out the wires. Only
didn't.
I could do that. Yeah, I did, mate. I can't believe I was fuming. Wires popped out straight away. Gone. That's about it for tonight. Just want to get the Rapari up and running, but I just needed the silver tank.
Cool.
Well, actually, it might be the dwarf I might have to put on there because apparently the Rapari gets really hot if you go over 20 watts. So it's going to have to be a MTL.
Oh, was it that one?
Oh, it's that one.
Yes. Yeah, that one. It's the first C-frame I've ever had, Mark. Obviously, you must have had loads. But
I've had.
It's tiny.
I know I've had at least one.
Yeah, I've never had a C-frame.
It was in my Cloud Chucky days, so it was wasted on me. It was just
Yeah.
a random buy. But now, because I don't vape over 20 watts, all over that.
Yeah. I'm going to have to probably put it Dwarf. I was going to get rid of Dwarf, but I'll probably have to keep it now. And put some Nick Salts in there, I think.
It's a very pretty mod. A very pretty mod.
Yes.
It is. So, how's your week been, guys?
That's why I was asking you what they were the other day. Oh, Parky Nixon knows what it is now.
My week.
Well, if that's the case...
Go on.
Yeah, go on.
No, go on.
No, it's all right. I was going to speak about nothing. That's about Vapor Bay.
Yeah, Scott, it's only Tuesday, but when we say during the week, it's since last week, so we have like a off week like that from show to show.
I've spent the past week staring at a screen pretty much. We've gone live with one of my clients' websites. It's a camper van classified site that we've programmed, which is all good, and we're due a handover tomorrow for another one. So it's been a busy week ironing out last minute snags, and it's always the last minute snags that seem to take the longest.
It's the details.
It is, but no, been a reasonable week. Got a new member of staff starting next week, so I'm going to spend a week training.
Not your intern, no?
Yeah.
Well, your staff or
My staff, yeah.
the website? Nice.
So I get to mould someone to be just like me.
Oh, horrendous.
I think you'll need to go through puberty again. To be fair, but we'll see on that. We'll see.
Whatever it takes.
But no, he's a good lad. He's passionate. He's certainly mouldable. So excited.
Lloyd needs an intern. Get on that axe. Oh. I'm hoping he doesn't mold him like him then. Nah, just kidding. Well, we might as well jump straight to it. So most of you know that Cass decided to pursue other opportunities, as it's so diplomatically said.
He fucked off and left us in the lurch. Come on, let's just be honest about it.
No. But Cass used to do the news. We are still going to continue in some way to do the news, but not in the same format.
I must have missed that memo.
It's in the notes. You know, where I fuck up all what you're writing and write fun and shit like that.
No, cool. So I think the way we're going to do it, if there's anything that's going on in the UK that is relevant, exciting, funny, relevant, I think is the word, then we'll cover it. You know, the past month or so, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, there's been nothing particularly exciting, nor, I want to use the word interesting, but that's not fair on Kaz, but yeah, doesn't necessarily relate to us.
Did
So
you just sniff your fingers?
we're not going to bother. So
Thanks for the sub, yeah.
thanks for the
He's
sub.
not.
So the plan is, let's just go with it. Let's not introduce it. Let's just go with it.
So, every week we're going to try and just give you some highs and lows. And I could start with at least my high. And
Whoa! Sorry. Or I can just press the wrong button.
we're starting over. I'm actually glad that Lloyd is here because and Michael Perkins is here. They're going to taunt me for this, but I actually like this device. It's the Meta. Mark, if you could bring up the picture. It's actually kind of a multi-device because it takes a borrow, but it can also take an RDA or an RTA.
So it's a burrow device without the faff.
I'm guessing there is faff. I see face plates and doors. There's gonna be faff. It's. I like the simplicity. It has a DNA board, good 61. Yeah, can take both. I'm guessing it's a 21700, and then there's an adapter you can use at 18650. It looks like they've pretty much nailed it to the size, and
the size looks about right, doesn't it?
Yeah. No extra space and such. So I actually quite like that. And maybe it's because it had like those light blue doors and faceplates that.
You see, if it was autumn, you'd hate it.
Get in the bin. Basically. Well, that's the beauty of these things. You can change it. Customize.
Do you like it because it's got blue? Do you like it because it's got blue plates and?
Well, I could imagine it with blue plates if it had Ultim or Clear or whatever. It's the thing that you can customize some details. It's kind of nice. So that's my high for the week.
I'm not offended by it. I'm not utterly.
And it's from Ground Cloud, so we know it's gonna be good quality. They do very good quality work and decent prices also. It's not crazy high. So unfortunately for my low this week, I'm gonna have to mention it's not maybe a low. It's more of like I'm kind of disappointed. That's not the picture mark.
I know. You like to say it before I bring it up, so you say it first.
So I can just show you. I have an Armor engine, and I like blue. Not that it will fit this. So some time ago they announced they were gonna make some rhodium blue caps, and the cap is like a 2-part cap. So I was like, okay, interesting. Probably not gonna be cheap, but now they have made a list where you can get rhodium. You can get an RDA with rhodium caps. But if you pull up the picture,
did you just sniff your fingers?
So these are the only color combinations you can get. You can get a gray and a gray blue, or a blue gray. You can't get a full blue unless you buy 2 RDAs. In my world, it doesn't make sense because they have the bottom part blue and the top part blue. So I was just downright disappointed that I wasn't able to get one in blue unless I had to buy.
They are pretty. They are pretty.
They are. The drip tip isn't. That's just a personal preference, but.
Have you actually put the order in then?
Nope. Haven't. I'm just sticking to it being on my gold anaconda, so it's gonna match with the gold cap. So yeah, it's okay, Matt. I like the 2-tone. I just don't like that I don't have the option to actually get a full blue one. So clever marketing. Well, not clever since I'm not buying neither. Then now, so now I'm buying nothing. Perky nips. Marketing doesn't work on me actually. So yeah, that was my high and low for the week.
Last week we spoke about the protocol. The protocol, the Iron Box. And we were trying to decide if it was an actual photo or a graphical render. And I think we decided it was a graphical render, didn't we? So they've actually released a photo of the actual...
Render. It is a render.
We've actually got a photo of the physical product this week.
Yeah, or at least the prototype. We don't know how much they're gonna change on it.
That's all we have, but
I will say it's still nice and simple, but from the render, maybe I'm kind of disappointed a little bit. If I compare,
does anyone else think
it looks big?
You think? Oh, I suppose, yeah, with the size of a burrow.
I think it looks bigger than Yeah, it looks bigger than the ground clouds,
Does anybody else think it resembles the Smock
and that takes a
M80?
21700.
Anyone remember the Smock M80 from years past?
Really?
Kind of got that
I
that that
I don't
size to
remember
it.
Ah, a little bit far fetched.
I think it looks. I think it looks. I think it looks sleek. Does it? I like the curves.
Yeah, maybe. I think we need to see a little bit more
Hmm.
to judge it finally. But again, it's.
I don't really like the bar. I don't like. I don't like the bar door. Really, I don't like the way they've done the bar, the door for it.
I'm guessing it's gonna like wedge in and then be magnetized at the bottom, that little round thing.
Maybe.
Hmm.
My view this week, and this isn't the sort of thing I'd usually talk about. It's not really my thing, but it kind of got me not interested, but it snagged my interest somewhat. It appeared on one of my YouTube accounts during the week, and I can't remember who was reviewing it. I think he was Australian, but either way, yeah. So from Kenzo Vapor, there is the Solar, the 1.3. Now, like I say, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and I probably wouldn't buy it. I'm not even sure why I've brought it up, to be honest. But yeah, it's just a little bit different. Sorry for the terrible photos. I thought they were better than that. What do we reckon?
Just first view makes me
Wonder-
think
wonder
of
mod-
that hand grenade mod.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is it called a detonator? Was there a mod called a detonator?
Yeah, I don't think it's designed as that. I think it's just designed as like a side fire. Do you know, like the Purge?
What's that black thing on the bottom? Are they buttons or is it like a?
No, I think that's the lock.
Oh, okay. Decent.
Mm,
It's 21700
yeah.
USB-C.
Oh, sorry. Hit our faces. But no, sorry. That was yeah. That was my. I don't know if it's an up or down, but I do like side fire mods. I think side fire mods do certainly have their place, but I think they've got to be quality as opposed to non-quality.
As opposed to shit.
As opposed to shit, yeah.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. That it has to be. It's no like low end market for it.
No.
Nobody
Boy.
wants a plastic tube.
No, it's not horrifically expensive. What is it, about $200, something like that?
It's all right. If like the weight ratio also to the size is good, then and of course the internals
Mm.
and the button nonetheless.
Yeah.
It's just so important on mods like that, more than like box mods or.
Yeah.
Evening Augie,
Blimey, I
Matt,
thought...
you can get in the bin.
Who can?
Matt, I think he's putting the solar in the bin.
Yeah. More than welcome to. More than welcome to. Lloyd! I think someone needs to put 50p in his internet.
Yes.
Have you not plugged the Ethernet cable in, Lloyd?
No. No Ethernet tonight.
It shows. Where was I going? Last time you came.
What's the matter? What do you want?
Last time you were on was kind of... It wasn't necessarily the infancy of hatters, but I think it's certainly gone from strength to strength in the last few months, and I know it's certainly keeping you guys on your toes.
It is. Sorry, I missed that. My internet went again.
I says it seems to be certainly keeping you guys on your toes.
Yeah, it's growing. Like you said, from the last time I was on, we not just started, but we did really, didn't we? It all come from having a chat with you, Mark, didn't it? That's when it all started, and obviously doing the Lloyd to fix it, and I thought, wow, it's something I enjoy doing. So then I had a little. Did I hear the music? Then I had a little idea that no one in the UK does it. And
Your letter.
now it's just totally blown up.
Yeah.
Which ain't a bad thing.
No.
But it's a lot of work.
It has really grown in at least like the past 2-3 months over the summer. Maybe it was, and I wouldn't even say it's because of lockdown, because we had a lot of international members that have made up a lot of the new joiners the past couple of months. It's crazy to see some of so literally, was it quarter before we started, a Delro was put up and people were just crazy, and those kind of raffles we really have to limit. We actually have to put a limit on, because
it made me laugh when the you got a Frankie come up, didn't you? And everyone went batshit crazy over a Frankie.
Yeah, V1. Yeah, I think as well. I think a lot of people at the start was because it's frowned upon really in the UK. I think a lot of people didn't want to join, but now they see what's going on, and some going to charity, which was always our plan anyway. We just had to weed out the what should I call them? Weed them out anyway.
Snowflakes.
Weed them out. Yeah, them guys. Weed them out, and then we drop this charity. Have that one. And then
generally what we hear is that a lot like the concept in general, and like we have some very, like, what should we call, not strict rules, but just very transparent rules, and ways of doing it.
It is what it. Yeah, you know what it is. And you see the people who's joining. So I don't. Yeah, it's going great. It's going really well.
Yeah.
John Fox over on YouTube's just said Hatters is amazing. Well done, guys. So I wonder why you think it's so amazing.
Well,
thank you, John.
Some may argue that maybe someone could make a lot of more money if we listed things for people that was over RRP and flipping and so
terrible.
On. That's not the point. That would be contributing to the flipping. I know that flipping is also mostly from, well, if people buy it, then people are going to keep on flipping it. But it's also if someone helps facilitate the flipping.
It's just me making money. That's what gets frowned upon in the UK.
Well, to be honest, and we've talked about this a lot, Lloyd, the time you spend on it is that hourly wage. It's ridiculous.
That internet connection I'm paying for has to be paid somehow, doesn't it? I'm obviously not getting enough.
You need to put your commission up.
I think, and this is just from some of the people I know who work in vape shops who aren't that busy. They would make more an hour just doing not that much in a quiet vape shop than Lloyd's hourly wage on this. Not to defend you in any way, but it's not because you're making millions off it, not at all. So, yeah.
How do you think it's likely to progress? What's the plan?
I'm always trying to think of new ideas. Always. How would it progress?
Yeah, and if I may add something to that.
It's, obviously, we tried the German one.
your connection is clogging up, I think.
I might have to leave a minute because it's driving me.
I think that what was I saying? The funny thing that every time Lloyd gets a good idea, he actually creates more work for himself. We laughed about that the other day. He recently came up with an idea like having a scoreboard, so that because a lot, like I would even say more than 50% of the group is the banter, is the social aspect, more as it just being a straight up raffle and sell group.
I think the beauty of it with it is, you know, some people don't like waffles because effectively it's gambling, isn't it? You're taking a punt, but you have got the option of going full Monty. If you want to buy that out, right, then you can.
Yeah, it's definitely it's gambling. It's 100% gambling. But yeah, you don't you don't have to. You can full Monty it. And I think like Martin said, a big part of it is the social and involving everyone. I think a lot of waffle. Well, I'm not going to mention names, but a lot of waffle groups don't do that. It's very here's a waffle, here's the live, there's a winner, on to the next one. I think we're very social. We involve everyone. I think that they like to be part of it. We're always doing something different. I think it's just being different to the rest.
And actually, just to answer a question from Albabisi from chat, mystery waffles could work, but that would mean that we would have to find something to sell, and the basic thing of Hatters is that it's a platform. We get asked, when are you putting up a new Skyfall or Skyline or Delro or new billet box? When someone wants to sell it. We facilitate it, we provide the platform, and we do the organizational aspect around it, and we oversee the transaction afterwards also with the group chat between seller and so on. So it depends on people wanting to let stuff go.
Is there a plan for should Facebook be bellends and potentially close the group down?
Yeah, we've got a sister group up and running. So if that happens, we don't lose all the members. Yeah, obviously that's happened because it started off as VVC, Vaughan's Vape Cave, and that's exactly what happened. It got taken down by Facebook.
30th of December.
30th of December, that's right. We started, and then we started a new one, and it started from there. But yeah, it's happened already, so we got to be prepared for that. Definitely.
I remember when it started, it was like everything was like in the know, and there was, we along the way we had to like write something down, give some information, because in the very first, because of VVC, it was knowing the things from following the group and being now, because of so many new members, we need
Kaz, did you just sniff your fingers?
Some basics.
Like Mark said, we just grow. Like Mark said about growing, that's what we do. We just grow when we make mistakes, and then we realise our mistakes, and then move on. Yeah. Obviously, there's mistakes with VVC where we put all the information on the post, so straight away it's getting flagged by Facebook. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Obviously, people get banned from our group, then they get blocked, so they can't do their Mark Zuckerberg. What's his name? Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
They can't go to him and try and get our group banned. Let's be honest, it's probably going to happen, but we've got to be prepared for that and hopefully build again.
Kaz, did you just sniff your fingers?
Thanks for the sub, Tom. Yeah. And
another idea was Alex said, I said Alex now, I said his name, was actually making it into an actual business, but I think I spoke with Mark about this as well, but I think that might be too much work with gambling and that kind of thing. I think we just carry on as we go, for the minute.
Yeah, I think it's about continuously keeping the balance of both the social aspect that has built in the group and keeping it interesting, but that again also comes down to, I wouldn't say people wanting to support us, but we do see a lot of people that they may try to sell things in other groups, and maybe when they can, then we have the platform for making a raffle. Because if you go on other BST groups and similar, you can sell your item for full price. But if you wanna, people are more tend to, okay, I'll buy one ticket, 1/10 of a chance for some amount of money. We see it just when if we have a 10 spot raffle and we change it to a 20 spot, more people join on because it's a lower amount. It's more edible, that amount. So if they lose, then okay, well, fuck it. Or maybe I got a biller box for a 20.
Yeah. I just think it's like I think because we're different and we're more of a social group, it's not just waffles. I think if it was just a waffle group, then no, I don't think it would work. And we're constantly churning out stuff. I know other groups like to do one at a time and, like I say, just do the waffle, go on the live, go straight onto random screen, do that. Congratulations, and that's it. Move on to the next one.
Yeah.
We're just not just a waffle group. So
It's a community.
Yes, that's the word. That's the word I was looking for.
But also we
Everyone
got
feels
the
a part
idea
of
with
it.
using the topics a while ago, and I think we started with like 3 topics, and now we have like 10 or something, because it's also a way to give some kind of structure to the group. And like, why do we have a topic called a mute list? Well, that's again like the essence of the group. It's a lot of banter as well. So if we have a mute list, then the people on the mute list, the people we would really mute, we would never put them on list, but the mute list is also the banter, the new record or Hall of Fame or whatever it's gonna be. It's also part of the games around it, and then
We're
of
very-
course the open
very-
and closed raffles.
We're very reliant on the members, and the biggest one is PayPal.
Yeah.
Without PayPal, we are. Well, shouldn't really say that, should I? Just have.
Yeah, well, it's the well, to I don't know if you want to elaborate on that actually a guy in the US contacted Lloyd and has tried to open up a US division, mainly because he liked the format. And he has, because it's going to be mostly US, he has a lot of different payment options. But because Hatters is still so international, it there really isn't any other payment option than going through there. So yeah, Matt, but Cash App, it's not available in other countries other than UK. But,
No.
but that could be an option, but then it has to depend on, because we also have people who list things who are not from the UK. So yeah, Bitcoin, Alex, good shot. I think every raffle is gonna be one hat, one Bitcoin. We'll be rich, Lloyd. No, but I think that, we talk about a lot of things continuously. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think
or-
another thing. Sorry to interrupt again. Is that we show how much we love it. We actually love doing it. I guess don't get me wrong, it gets too much sometimes, but you got to take the rough with the smooth. But I think if you show how much you like, if you show how much you like it, then I think it shows a lot.
Yeah. So basically, what I was trying to say was that what happens is also what the members want to happen in some way, or what the tendencies are.
Yeah.
At some point, we saw a lot of
Matt, I have to look at-
skylines, and now it's all the BBs and going up and.
Yeah, you see the trends. You see you see the trend. You see what the public are thinking, and what like Squonkers are really struggling. And I think to me Squonkers have died a death, and that shows in the group. And like Martin said, BBs are flying, and that's showing you that they're doing well at the moment. And I think we are setting. Don't want to get too big headed, but we set prices as well because you see how low the dots are getting now.
Mhm.
So if someone sets a low price on the dot, you can't really expect it. You can't expect to go higher for a brand spanking new one.
No.
That's going to happen. You're just going to drive the prices down. So hopefully it's better for everyone, especially for the winners.
Well, and then adding to the community part and so on, we also try to to provide the members with some, I wouldn't say exclusive things, but some. You had a collaboration going with regarding a borrow device that ended up not not
Yeah, that's a good point.
happening because of quality and so. But like we've made T-shirts, we're thinking of some other things, and we've had a
It just
faceplate
didn't happen
one.
because it was a mech.
Yeah.
Yeah, faceplate, t-shirts. The mech, the high top didn't go because it was only because of me because I didn't have enough confidence to run a mech. But yeah, faceplates, t-shirts, mats are coming up, and condensation plugs. So yeah, it's not just waffles. I think that's what it is.
I can't pronounce. Al Belbasi is suggesting you make a website, use money for coins, and then use these coins to enter waffles. It is somewhat of a good idea, but that would require some kind of balance. You would need to have always money in your account to have coins.
I think this is a conversation for after the show, but that's not a bad shout.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why after the show.
It's not.
No, it ain't.
It's just someone to build a website. That's the thing.
Do we know anyone who can do that?
That was a hint by me as well. Do you know that? I did ask Alex, and he told me to who won. He built Vapor Bay. That's enough for him.
Hey, Shy. Yeah, Mad Hatter Unbreakables. Shy is calling those.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a hat on the Unbreakable. Shy, by the way, thanks for the help with the t-shirts and also the faceplates.
Yeah, Shay's done both of them. Yeah, but yeah, that's a good shout about the website. That is that's the kind of thing what Alex suggested to me as well. That would be the dream. That would be mwah. Wow. Wow.
Oh, actually, I have an interesting question for you that I haven't asked that I'm going to ask you live. A fancy build mat with Big Lloyd, his nipples.
What?
It's just Tom who's suggesting. I know who would extend that. Courtney
would, yeah.
Courtney would. No, actually, we see some other vaping raffle or selling groups suddenly selling AirPods and sneakers and Gucci t-shirts. Would you ever consider doing different kind of items?
I don't think I would. I've tried it and it didn't. I tried it on VVC and it didn't work. I don't know. I can never say. I'll never say never. But it's got to be. I think to me, Hatters is something I'm passionate. Vaping is something I'm passionate about. So.
Because from my point of view, it would end up being about the money. If you get my point.
Yeah. I think it has to be something I'm passionate about.
And at least that's not why I'm in it. So, evening, Chandler. Hello.
Hi.
Evening.
Sorry, I'm late. I got held up.
It's okay.
You said 9 o'clock, so good.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, actually, early.
You're early. Well done.
Hey! In that case, yeah. Sorry. Hang on. Yeah. Now it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing?
Yeah, good.
We're good. Just putting the world to rights.
Is that
Hey?
my internet?
We're just putting the world to rights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I'm just setting my vape up.
so asking you what you're vaping on. That's not now. That's. Ooh.
Oh, he's got the stick out. It's the stick coming out again.
Oh, I don't any excuse really, because it does. It's one of those things that only comes out now and again, isn't it? You don't often get to play with a walking stick with a mod on the end, do you? It's
Not every day, no.
it's fun, but when you sat down on the couch, it's not the most practical object. Kelly gets upset when I poke her in the face when I'm vaping, you know. So.
Why? Is there a specific reason you brought out the walking stick today?
Might be.
Might be.
I might even have a special guest hiding in the wings.
Ooh.
Do I?
Behind that pillow.
You want to say?
Is he behind that
Be honest-
pillow?
No, he's in. Let me put my headphones up. Someone else has been borrowing my computer and turned the volume down. I can't hear anybody. Oh, there you go. Right, shall I give him the link? Get in and.
Dude.
I don't know where you are. I feel like I've just turned up and took over.
You've actually come in at the perfect point.
Awesome!
It's like you were following the show notes.
Do you know? There you go.
Come in now.
Excellent. Yeah, no one sent any text messages or anything saying where the hell are you or anything. You know, so it's fine.
We were just rolling and just perfect timing, literally.
Am I okay to post to send copy the link and pass it over?
Send it over. Get him in.
Alright.
You can do it the
That
introduction.
one helps set mystery guests to join. Then, yes.
There we go. We'll just keep chatting while I've pinged him the link.
There you go.
So tell us what you're vaping on. While is it only the stick?
You're tasking. I'm a bloke. Can't do it. There we go. Right. No, I've got the stick. I've got my mouth to lung device. I just seem to be carrying this around at the moment rather than actually vaping on it. But you know, it is usually in my pocket.
Drip tip is kind of to the low side. The drip tip is not.
Yeah, it's the standard drip tip again. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll do. I've left my chimney in the other room. But hey ho. And yeah, Haku on top of the top side. Just same old. And walking stick with a vapor giant on top. Oh come on, look, that is cool, isn't it?
It's actually nice.
And I like the fact that it just give it an unscrew and.
It's brilliant.
It's awesome, isn't it? The single
Yeah.
18650 used to be a telescope, one of those fancy steampunky telescopy things. But the genius that is Stu from Vape Smarter converted it and put an 18650 battery tube in it and turned it into a mod. And it was that quirky. You know what I'm like. I couldn't refuse.
Very clever.
Have you mechanicalised your didgeridoo yet?
I need to kind of take that and turn it into a dodeca stacked mod or something. That would be awesome.
That would be Bear Clouds, bro.
That would be explosive, to say the least.
If we haven't said hello, then shout out to you guys watching over at YouTube. Dave, John, at least they've been there, and Ali just said hello, and Damon. Hello.
I must admit, I haven't even got Twitch up. I haven't even got any chat up, so I'm feeling a little sorry.
The most important thing is that you're here. So.
Hello, people in chat.
Tom, no, it won't be tonight, mate.
So anyway, how are things with you? What have I missed? Quick kind of 30-second précis of everything that I've missed, so I don't make a muppet of
Missed
myself
that
and
I
repeat stuff.
actually
Yeah, I could do it. I could do it with images. Have you got the
Can
Twitch
you?
stream up? You got the Twitch stream up?
Twitch streamer. Okay, hang on.
Kaz,
Yes,
did you
I have
just
now.
sniff your fingers?
And thanks for the follow, Oddball. So,
Yay!
the highlights are
Yeah.
solar, bit tacky. We're not sure. Different colours, nice. Protocol. We saw the graphical image last week. This week we've got a prototype, and we can see it properly now. The meta. Another borrow device. Get in the bin. Armor mods. You can't just buy two.
No. I actually liked it since, despite it being a borrow mod, my low was the armored because I have to buy 2 RDAs to get a blue cap because you see that's the only color combinations you can get. A blue bottom of the cap and a blue
And a
top.
stainless top and the other way round.
Yeah,
stainless bottom,
it's
blue top.
rhodium plated, but
So armor mods. Get in the bin. What else? What else did we say? There are our highlights, our lowlights.
then we've been talking to Lloyd about.
Been talking to Lloyd about hatters producing an offside token based alternative. How it's grown from strength to strength, and then you walked in. Any questions?
No. Sounds good to me.
Stu is entering the waiting room, so
Ooh.
let's let him in. Stu, to quote a very famous man, reveal yourself.
I like the suspense that we're promoting here.
Is he just waiting to show us something very weird? Or...
I don't know. Stu, have you got your video enabled?
He's coming.
It's coming.
He needs a camera if he's doing sign language at least.
It says here.
Yeah.
Allow.
Yes, Shy,
hold
it
on.
is a
He's
ball
there.
with
Allow-
the-
yeah. Allow video, and it should show us your beautiful face.
Yeah, well, this is a Mac.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Should work exactly the same. Have you installed the app, or are you just going through the browser?
browser.
Get the app. Come on, Stu.
I'm trying to download the app. There's about 12 different bloody apps. There's a Zoom app. There's a Zoom Friends app. It's just crap. Hang on, it's asking me all sorts of questions at the moment.
Zoom has gone a bit nuts at the moment because what with lockdown, Zoom shares have just kind of zoomed.
Google Chrome app will access your camera until you.
There we go.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'll do it later.
All right, okay, fine.
Stu, the mystery man. We just listened to his
It's not
dulcet
working.
tones. Dulcet tones. He
You
just
know,
realised
I'll-
Lloyd's. He just realised Lloyd's here and changed his mind.
Right.
I think Lloyd's the only reason he's still here. So.
I should have given you more than like 3 hours notice, shouldn't I? Really, Stu?
No, you give me 3 minutes notice. We could have done this an hour ago.
If you
I'm
go to
so
the
fed up.
download center on the Zoom website and download the Zoom client for meetings.
Right, Zoom. Hang on. What a crap tie. Download send to Zoom.
Look
Right,
at that.
okay.
Zoom client for meetings is what you need.
I'm downloading it, Dad.
Excellent.
Is
Why
that
did
a
I
high
answer to
polished
that?
dwarf?
It's not done anything yet. I should know how to do this sort of stuff. I'm quite open. Don't have a breakdown. Installer. Welcome to Zoom.
Welcome to first class member.
Install for all users. Yeah, go on.
I am not going to make any comment about Apple products whatsoever.
Shut up. It's writing files.
There we go. So if you hang
Writing
up out,
files.
if you hang up out
Oh,
of
installation is complete. Chandler's a twat. Oh, it works perfectly then.
Okay. Right.
if you hang up out of the Chrome call and then follow the link that Chandler sent you and tell it to open in the app. We should be golden.
Right. Okay.
Give it a go. We'll see you in a minute.
I think he just muted himself.
We'll find out.
Okay, we've got a nice view of Lloyd at the moment. Nice trackies.
There we go. Can someone admit Stu?
Yeah.
Hey, we've got 2 stews. Hey, that's impressive.
One will disappear in a minute.
Oh, okay. He's connecting to
Join
audio.
with computer. I'm back. It says start audio. So, I like okay.
Yes!
Get it!
Great success! Yes.
Oh, that was painful.
I'm going to go home now.
Hey, Stu. How you doing?
Right.
Oh, bless you.
Got the builders in.
I had noticed you'd got sheets covering doors and all sorts on when I saw your Facebook.
Tell Boy and Rodney.
You're lucky you got builders in. We got the painters in.
So, Stu, thanks for coming on. You're a part of our new segment here called Mother of the Week.
This
And
is
Shanna thought it would be interesting to hear some stuff from you. And
this is my fault because obviously you know that I acquired this.
Oh!
It does.
That needs cleaning.
It does need a polish. I'll grant you that. It really does need a polish. Yeah. It is really fun to polish because you can take the whole thing apart. So you can unscrew it and take it apart and polish every little bit. I get all excited when I have to polish things. I'm sorry.
I bet you do.
so when you get your stick out, you get all excited.
It does get all excited.
I do. But I mean, you make such a range of stuff from drip tips, you do leather cases, stab wood, pipes, atty stands. Yeah, all sorts. You made some strange things for a bread maker, for a baker as well, didn't you?
What?
They
Yes,
just
those
look like some
bread lames. I did make. I made a full-size cross once. As in, yeah.
As in crucifix.
Yeah. 20 foot tall out of oak.
Wow.
That for like some underground sex club in Rotherham or something.
It was for a vicar that lives by us. He wanted one in his garden, so we bolted it onto steel and stuck it in the ground, full size.
In his
But then it gets really technical because you have to start to, Jesus never dragged the whole cross. He only dragged
the
the
crossbar.
pendulum. I can't remember its name. And then you got the main part, which is the stipe and all this kind of malarkey. So I did that. I've done loads of stuff, really, really crazy, weird, strange things.
Was it
You still got the
stabilised
cross.
oak?
Oak's very difficult to stabilise. It's hardwood.
So generally, how is your process? Do you come up with a lot of quirky ideas, or do people ask you to make quirky stuff, or is it like mix?
It depends. I try and do every single mod that I do it tries to be different. I mean, I've got one that's going to go. That one's going to go out soon. That's all engraved, and I'm into sterling silver at the moment, big style. So I'm doing a lot of sterling silver stuff. As soon as people say, "Oh, sterling silver," they think it's really expensive, and it is and it isn't. But it's more exclusive. I try and make a mod to match somebody's, not so much their dream, but their budget. So, I mean, I've also got to make a living out of it.
Yeah.
But I get all sorts of different requests and things. The best ones I can get is when people turn around and say, "Here's a basic color pattern. Just do it. Just make it." Then you've got creation.
Do you have like a base mod that you go from, and then it's just whatever idea you just have at the moment?
Yeah, just go with it. I don't do any CNC. I have got a CNC, but I don't do any CNC work as such. So I just get the mod and make it to how I want. So I've got a list of things I shouldn't say. Actually, Liz wrote it down earlier on. I did this with Chandler. I don't know where I put the list, so I shouldn't be swearing. Don't slag off of the mod makers, and don't say anything bad about reviewers.
Well, that's
excellent.
So
we've got to be we've got to be kind to rip trippers, really. To be fair.
Well, yes, but yeah, I did like my time on Vaguely Vaping podcast. That was fun.
Well, it was good having you on, to be fair. So if you're interested in selfless plug here. If you can listen back to the episode where we had Stu on the Vaguely Vaping related podcast. So search for Vaguely Vaping related. Have a look back. About 6 or 7 episodes, I think it is now.
Do you know what?
Back in season 1.
Do you know how you just said plug?
Yeah.
Does anybody else think Chandler looks like Plug?
Plug? Who's Plug?
Just a little bit.
Plug? Who's Plug?
Plug hasn't got the beard. It's the headphones, isn't it?
Sorry.
I had someone else in the. I was going to. Someone walking up to the supermarket, right? And outside they have the salesman for the gas and electric. Yeah, so there they are going, oh yeah, we're going to sell you that. He didn't even try to sell me the gas and the electric. He just went, oh, you're the spitting image of James Hetfield. I'm like, oh.
Okay, so Stu, just some to ask you some background or like historical. How long have you been doing this? How did you start?
Originally, I converted smart cars into shops. So I had a smart car, and I brought a smart car, and I converted the back of it into an actual shop itself. So you had all the LED lights and all the rest of it, and it had its own 12-volt power supply, and it charged and all the rest of it. I did that, and I took it to a couple of places, and the chap bet me that if I could make a dream into reality and do it to such and such and get it wrapped, then he would buy one. So I did it, and I got it wrapped in his colours. And you literally open the back up, you have an awning, and then you could sell all your juices from the back. And it's the smallest car in the smallest area. So you could take it to Vape Expo and put it in a 3 metre by 3 metre stall and sell from it. It was a show winner. So I sold a couple of them, and then the TPD came in and basically shut it all in the foot. That was it. Game over. And then I started making cases and cabinets. So I made oak cases and oak cabinets and leather cases and stuff like that for mods. And then I started making mods, and then I do everything now. So I'm not really a mod maker. I find the word mod maker is a little bit. Do you want me to be bitchy?
Bitchy,
Yeah, go
do
for
it.
Go for it.
I know where you're going. I think I know where
100%.
you're going.
It's very constrictive, isn't it, to go mod maker?
Yeah. If you get something and say you're gonna, I don't know. I mean, you've got something like that. Okay, that was made out of a piece of wood, not by me. So somebody turned that. So mod making is very similar. So you get a block and you make it into a mod, but then you make the drip tip and the stand and the case and the cabinet and everything like that. If you're a mod maker, you make 30, 40 exactly the same mods and keep making them. I couldn't do that because I'd go insane. So I make mods that are different, that are tailored to the person, and give them a complete type of package. So they would have, so it's exclusive.
Yeah.
So you open it up and it's all there and everything. So and then if they want a cabinet to go with it, then I'll make a cabinet. If they want this, I'll make that. Whatever. Doesn't make any difference to me. The basic principles are the same on all of it.
Get your point. I would say that there are both part of the spectrum. There are the mod makers that do bespoke and do one of one, and then there are those who make, and then of course they're the ones that just have the idea and just have someone else do the work. So there's a lot of different, but I can totally see that you're not just a mod maker because you do so much. Do you live off this, or is it just your hobby, or do you live off your hobby? Or?
When I first started, I started it legit. So I registered everything for tax and all the rest of it. So if I made, say, if I pull a figure out my hair and say I make a £200 mod, that's £200 to £200. That's a lot of money. So out of that, I've still got to pay 20% tax. So that's 20 quid. Then you got the making, then you got the parts and the postage and everything like that. So I started making them and being all legit and give a warranty, guarantees and terms, conditions and everything, and be 100% legit. And I remain that. I'm glad I have. There's an awful lot of mod makers which are good, don't get me wrong, but it's all secret Facebook groups and secret PayPal and stuff like that. If you're selling a product, and I'm selling them and I'm living off it now, more so now than I was before, you've got to be legit. You just can't get around with it. So, if Chandler's got that walking stick there. If Chandler broke it, now that it's out of warranty, you've got to give a warranty. And that opens up opportunities because then you do all the other things.
I've just twiddled this too much and it fell out. Shoddy manufacture.
So nothing hidden by. No shady groups, no vouchers in.
No.
Where might one find the sort of stuff that you make, or potentially make an order with yourself?
EC1's got some stuff at the moment, and I've got to get some more stuff to them at some point.
I've noticed they've got a sale on them at the moment.
They did have. It's run out.
No. Look, it's a lovely squonker, 300 quid, and it's beautiful, worth it all. They've got it discounted. It's now 299.99.
That's it. You get a penny on.
I know.
You see, that's the thing. You see, so it depends how you see it. Depends how you. I've had people save up for a mod off me that was. I did a mod a couple of years ago, about 2 or 3 years ago. And the guy saved up, and I think it was a very basic one. I think it was something like £150 or something. And I went there, and the whole family was there, and he gave me a tin with the money in it, and he put pounds in per week and saved up, and he's still got it today. He treasures it, and that kind of thing means more to me than that's brilliant. Because I know he's going to have it. The things that you get is people buy a mod and then immediately try and run on your name and then try and flip it, and you'll see it on eBay. So it depends. It depends. I enjoy doing them. They send me crazy. It sends me crazy. But I like it when people turn around and say, just go for it. But I will need to do a shop on my website, and I haven't got enough time in the day. You have to do a shop on a website. My website I've just updated.
A new one.
And then I've got to do a shop on that, and then you've got to get through that. But normally, if somebody sends me a message and says what they want, I get a lot of messages. You get an awful lot of messages. And if somebody sends me a message and say what they want, but it's a relationship. You build a relationship with the person.
Yeah.
So you're still very much living off the passion of it and the passion of creating something special for for someone.
Yeah, well, you see, that's the thing. You see, if they're buying something that's bespoke, and they're buying something that's made for them, and it's a one-off, and it's the only one ever to be made, whether it be engraved sterling silver or it's got a feather embedded in it, or if it's got something else embedded in it, whatever. Yeah, that's brilliant. That is a one-off. If they're buying, if they want something really cheap and cheerful, buy a smock.
Well, yeah.
That's the thing. So you're buying something that, I mean, with the cabinets and cases I've made in the past, you're buying something that it's going to outlive you. It's like made all in solid oak, and so you have it on the wall and it outlive you.
It's not just IKEA.
I've got to say, I do like your leather work. I'm just looking at your leather vape bag, the shoulder bag.
Possibles bag. Yeah, that went to a lady in the Netherlands. That did. I did that. That's ages. That's about 4 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah. I was gonna, the website's got to be updated. Instagram, my page on Instagram is very fast moving. But
Isn't it? I went and I've got a few images that I've taken from Instagram that I've given to Mark for him to show. But I was going through your Instagram thinking, I was scrolling up and scrolling up and scrolling up, and it's like, I've only got back to April.
Yeah.
So you're still making stuff and there's still posting stuff on there.
Instagram is a very fast environment. I've had an Instagram post 1.2 million times and you get no orders, nothing. You get a review done. I had a review done by Sam Vape in Bogan. He's lovely, Sam. I love Sam. He's really nice.
Yes.
So funny. And I think he did a review and that was shared 60, 70, 80,000 times. And you get no orders from that. It puts your image up. Yeah, you don't get orders. You don't get orders. I think I've only ever had one order from a review from somebody watching it. It just puts your image up. It just puts your image out there.
And gets your name.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it gets. But the mod making world is a very, very bitchy world. It's the hardest industry to be in. Everybody's outdoing each other. You'll do a mod on Monday and then somebody will copy it by Wednesday.
Yeah, but how long have you been going? So that's what, 5-6 years you've been going now?
5 years now. 5 years.
So you've also seen the evolution from like 3, 4, 5 years ago when there weren't that many hardware options out there, whereas to now we as users have an abundance of possibilities.
It is and it isn't. It's constricting again. Pods come. Everybody was scared of pods, and then they dropped. Not so many pods these days. And then the DNA board, DNA 250C, DNA 75C. Brilliant, lovely boards, really like them. Yeehai 486 and 485Js, both really good. Both of those are now outdated. Not stopped making them. Can't get them now.
Are you with die codes?
Expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they are to buy a board, so I couldn't.
£80.
Ooh.
That's a big chunk. £80.
That's also because you can't like buy 100 at a time. Because you buy for like.
No, even if you bought 100, stock on the shelf is money on the shelf.
Yeah.
If you buy 100 boards at £80, that's £800. Then you've basically got to ship. I do just in time deliveries always, because it varies so much. Click Facts from Modmaker, really good. Rob Stealth Vape, his 510s are really good. Die codes, I've done a few. The 60's really nice. That's a nice board. That's better than the DNA 60. That's like an octopus. That's hateful. Side-by-sides are really popular at the moment. Everybody's going into side-by-sides. But the what is it? The DNA, no, the die code's 80, that one. I've only ever done that once, and that was, no, do you want me to be bitchy?
Yeah.
The die codes board was designed by an engineer, not by a lady.
Right.
Right, that sounds really awful. But
Yeah.
if my wife designed it, it'd be very easy to navigate. Because it was designed by a mathematician, even I was struggling trying to turn the damn thing on.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be as accurate or better accuracy in the DNA, but there's a lot of debate over it.
I like my die codes, he says, looking around for it.
I found with my die codes, it's absolutely perfect mouth to lump. As soon I can't use anything higher than 0.4 on it. It doesn't like it. It between 30 and 40 watts. It's like not as happy as it is under 30 watts.
Really?
Never
But it also it depends on the cabling inside it. You can get a difference with the DNA if you buy a DNA 75C from a major China manufacturer, and if you buy one that's handmade, there'll be two different mods. Just because the cables will be bigger and the negative's not on the case, it's dedicated to the 510. So it's how it's wired, it's how it's set up.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Right, let's take a look at some of Stu's
Oh, go on then.
stuff then. You don't name your stuff, so I'm going to start at the top of the screen.
I don't name my stuff. Sorry.
So the first one is a clip fat semi-mech hybrid tube.
Which one's that?
Olive.
Oh, I know he's got olive. That was lovely.
It's really nice. It's really deep, rich colours in that.
Yeah. Tube mods are really difficult to make. You got to drill where you've got to lave a 24mm hole in a 30mm tube.
Yeah.
Is that a special coating? It looks like it's very shiny, like bringing out the colors in the wood.
Nah, it's just polished.
Oh, okay.
It's polished by a 65 stage with toad spit and Alfie's dribble. Very specialised.
Alfie's the dog, right?
If you don't know, Alfie's the dog. Yeah.
Jesus.
And one thing I was going to say was all the mods that you do, you're not like another. You can see some mods and go, oh yeah, that's instantly such and such. But yours are all different, but they've all got
Alfie's paw.
one of those on it.
Yeah, and he's not a golden retriever.
No, he's not. What is he? A bit of a Heinz? Oh, he's going to hit me now.
Oh, you've got the sticks.
he's going to go fetch. He's going to go fetch Alfie.
Is Alfie going to be
Here he is. Spaniel.
Oh.
He hasn't got his headphones on. You can't hear what I'm saying anyway.
No, he did hear. Look,
Oh, okay.
look.
Alfie.
He thinks you're the builders again.
Chandler, did
He's
you
like, what the hell?
Chandler, did you really just watch
Okay, guys.
Did you really just watch him put his headphones on and then whistle the dog?
Yeah. I did. Alfie! Alfie!
It's
I
not
love-
dad speaking.
I love the look of confusion on his face. Complete and utter confusion, bless him.
He's upset.
Oh,
Right.
I'm sorry.
Next up then, we have...
That's the same one.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
Lizard panels for the
Oh.
AIO.
Yes, that's Juma.
I thought I'd include those as something different.
Something to excite Martin.
Martin's
Ah,
actually...
Panels are absolute nightmare. Oh,
Is it because they're so thin?
yeah.
Yeah.
I made some pallet panels for a billet box, and then I had I know very well now, an American company get in contact with me, and she says, "Oh, I'm shipping billet boxes. Will you make billet box panels for me?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can do that for you, no problem. How many do you want? Oh, should we say 200 a month?" And I went,
200? Bloody hell.
I said, I could do 3. So, I couldn't even get anywhere near it. They are
200 a month.
yeah, so exact. You step into that world of like mass mechanization of making stuff. I couldn't do it. They're really labor intensive, very, very labor intensive, and they've got to be perfect and exact. And the trouble is with the AO, AIO, and the billet box, depending which billet box they are, they actually there's a tolerance of around about 0.25 to 0.5 of a millimeter difference. So when you've made them, they might not fit perfectly. And so then you have to make them to fit the billet box. The billet box is a beautiful thing, but they are really difficult to make. And also people have them, if you look at them and look at the aftermarket ones, you'll see how thick they are. They go like 3 mil thick. And so they're very thick, they're not curved. So I've still got those panels. It's on my, I think it's in the workshop somewhere. I didn't sell them. I never brought myself to selling them. They're still sitting there. They're lovely things, but that's Juma, the lizard panels. That's quite nice. I like doing those. They came up really well. I'm quite into Juma at the moment. As just as a sideline. Yeah, as
I like
a
the sound
sideline.
of that, Stu. We need to talk, I think.
Next up, then we've got Iris.
Oh God, I've got to look at that one myself now. Hang on, Iris.
Side by
It's
side.
a blue
click
side
fit.
by side.
Oh yeah, that's a click fet.
Is that some kind of pearl material?
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Iris. I've got to go into the different thing here. Hang on. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm slowing down here. Iris. Oh yes, yeah. That's a click fet. Yeah, that's about 4. Yeah, that is 18. That's a Stealth 8 tube. I've turned the top part. That's alloy, and it's got an alloy base as well, silver alloy. Modmaker 510. It's got my own switch in it. Alfie's pour on it. That's a nice little click fet.
It's lovely.
I don't even know.
Material is some kind of pearl material, or
I use about, on average, I've got about 250 different colours. So there's a pearl in that, there's white in that, there's some black in that as well, actually. There's about 4 blues in that as well. So the resin itself, I have made specially for me. And depending how I actually mix it and depends how I put the colours in, depends how it comes out.
do you make the block from scratch yourself?
Yeah. The wood's sustainable.
Where's the fire button? On the side.
Fire button's on the side, yeah.
Yeah.
Side fire.
Yeah.
That was Chandler, a naked woman just walked behind you then.
No, she didn't.
Gonna have to watch that back.
Okay, next up we have Barley, Yeehee 485J with Stabwood Hybrid.
I've still got that here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Boxed up. Still here.
Is that waiting to go to?
Don't know.
Don't know.
Don't know.
It looks
Barley.
very nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is it dual 18? Yeah, single 18650 or dual?
Single.
Single.
Yeah, it's a Yeehee 485J Squonker. That's boxed up. That's over there, actually, in its own little box. I like Barley. You haven't seen... Do you want me to get it out?
Yeah, and the mod as well, if you like.
The big reveal. The big reveal.
Oh, he does make some pretty stuff, doesn't he?
I don't
That is
know.
nice.
Just like the fact
Hang on. I'm
doing
looking.
his own doing the block from scratch in resin,
Yeah.
so you can like modulate in some way how the block is gonna end up.
And none of them are the same. It's it goes for like you were saying, Yihi board or a DNA or it's a dual 21700 or it's a
So it's
single
not boxed up.
18650.
It wasn't in the box.
It wasn't in the box. No. He's now going to panic thinking he's lost it.
All right.
Matt, yes, the paw print inlay. I mean, every one of his mods has got that paw print on it because it's Alfie's paw.
Yeah, here it is. So there you go. It's actually ready to go out. So this is like an unwrapping ceremony. I could go into review phase now, couldn't I, and get my tape measure out?
It actually, you holding it now, it actually looks smaller. I now feel guilty because you're taking all the wrap off it.
Yeah, that was beautifully done as well.
Yeah.
But that's it there, look. There you go.
Oh, that is
that.
gorgeous.
So that's
So
that.
just to get an idea of a price of something, what would a price be for something finished like that? Just, I know everything is individual and what we customize it to and so on.
Oh,
but
shit. Sorry.
Price wise, it varies. It depends what mod it is. They start from around about £150 upwards.
Sorry, can you just bring that up again? I wasn't sharing the screen.
There you go. There you go, look. So I mean, if you can see that there, see that focus. So I have to do the review thing. Actually, what I need is a torch, don't I? Really? So I'll put a torch on. So let me see. Oh, there we go. Look. See. There we go. There's no battery in at the moment, so that's there. So you got the squonk hole on the side there. So when you
Can you fire and squonk it?
No, it hasn't got any. There's no battery in at the moment, and my 18650 is in the workshop. That's a cop out. I haven't actually got any.
I mean, can you know when you like squonkers, they like to fire and then squonk with.
Well,
without moving your grip, without changing your grip.
Can you squonk and
basically.
fire at the same?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
It depends on squonkers. This is for the way this is set is so that it sets in the hand like so.
Yeah.
I'm a small to medium hand. So I mean, if you're Edward Scissorhands, then obviously this is too small. So this is where you get into the realms of size, and then people going,
no good for me.
That's
look at the size of your hands, your bloody dish plates.
So that's where you get into the people go, Errol, and today it's 80 mils, 80 millimeters, 81.2 millimeters, and then they compare it to something else. But I make it the size that I want to make it, so that is the size.
That's quite small, actually.
It is a lot smaller.
Yeah, Matt said that. Yes, in chat. It looks small.
I mean, if I put it, that's my squid, because I don't make for myself. So that's my squid industries with a knackered base. Look at that. That's awful.
What have you done to it?
So you've got that next to it.
It
The base really is knackered.
It's hateful. So that's that. So if you put it, see what I'm saying? So if you have it in this hand, you're fine. So you can do it that side. But if you have it in your left hand, you use your thumb and fire it. But it depends. If people say they're dedicated to left and right hand, if you're a vapor and somebody uses mods, how many people are holding it constantly in their right hand and not switching it to their left? I do with both. You become
ambidextrous. You see,
when
because I spend
I'm
most of my
working
time
and using the computer, it's always in the left hand.
There you go. You just
left hand and and then
driving as well.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, get another battery. But that one's got I've got to fix the base on this. It's absolutely knackered. But that's got a seal in the top as well. See a little rubber seal. See that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that gives you the extra protection in the top. So the top plate there, that's sealed down, and then you've got a rubber seal in there as well. But all squonkers and pretty well 99% of atomizers have a tendency to leak. They all leak.
Yeah.
It's always the risk.
Yeah.
There's always like with any connection where juice is gonna go through, there's gonna be. Yeah.
This one will run. This is what 100 watts high. So you've got it's got pink, copper, gold, grey, silver grey, white, and black. I put black in this as well. But I put a bit of pink in it, and the pink went a bit crazy with it really, and the gold came out. Copper gold came through, and then you can see the swirl on the side. But you see, what I see and what you see are two different things. That's the same in the pictures. You'll see two different things.
Cool. That's amazing, and the prices sound formidable with just the example you're giving. I know it depends on what kind of hardware and materials and so on, but it you know, you're not ripping people off at least.
I mean, this is a big discussion, big discussion with me and with other people, because people say that's worth £500. Yeah, it probably is worth £500 to somebody who wants to pay it. Average on prices on something like this between 200, 250. Sometimes I might do them at 180. Sometimes I might do them a bit more. It depends.
So Matt in chat has asked, what would the price be for that mod?
You probably. Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. Probably
about 500 quid, isn't it?
I mean, are we doing a Wheeler Dealers? Is this a Wheeler Dealers moment?
I don't know, Matt. Are you interested? Are we doing a live sell?
Yeah, can we do it? Can we do a deal live on Vape Talk? That would be awesome. Get a sale.
I would probably sell that trade at around about 240. So 240, 250. But it varies. So sometimes it might go, depending on the mod, depending what board's in it, depending how long it's took, what extras go involved with it, it could be between £200 to £300.
Yeah.
But there's also a but on this, because what you do with other mod makers, you get into price wars.
Yeah.
So I've had a price war, and I can beat pretty well any registered mod maker like for like on price and slaughter them, because the faceplate, the block, everything in it, it's all made by me. The parts I buy the same as them, but I don't have to buy anything in. And it's my own machinery, and I don't have to send it out.
That's it.
So,
it is what it is. The price is the price. And if you don't want to pay it, you move on and you pay it to someone else. Right, next one. We have a little tiny Batman mod.
I like that one. I just couldn't resist because it's got Batman on it.
Which one's that?
The one you had back for repair. You had it back for repair after 18 months and fixed it a couple of months back.
What's its name?
It hasn't got one. It's literally just looks like walnut.
Black and walnut with a bat logo on the front.
Oh, yes. That's yes, yeah. That was the Yeehai board. The actual Yeehai board blew up in the end. The screen went.
Oh.
That's dark. One was called Dark, one was called Night. It was a twin set.
Ah, okay. I've only got the one.
Yeah, that's dark. That's called Dark. That one was that's a blued faceplate steel, and that is it bright yellow on the one side?
It looks as though it could be if you look at the swirl underneath.
Yeah, it's bright yellow on the one side. That is UV reactive yellow. So that absorbs UV light, and then it will start to glow. Not like 1980s disco, but it would actually hold the colour and it will glow for a short time. But that was a twin set. Yes, he had it for 18 months. And he sent it back to me. I replaced the board in it. I charged him what the board cost, and he gave me a drink. And it's gone back out, and he's using it again. Awesome. So it's not bad, actually, too. The most I've ever had on a DNA 75 was 350,000 puffs. And that board went. And that was after 2 years. He sent it back. I put a new board in, and it went back out again. And when he sent it back to me, it was mint. It was as I sent it to him. But when I put it up on Evolve, it came up with 350,000 puffs. He must have been using that like a train. But yeah, DNA 75, that board failed in the end. I'm not surprised. I just put another board in it, went back out, and he's still using it. That's why the screws in the faceplate.
So you can so if you need to, you whip it off, change the board, whip it back on again.
There's a big debate over screws at the moment. It sends me absolutely insane, screws do. People say that. I put screws in it, I've done screwless. But the thing is, at the end of the day, if you spent money on a mod, say 200 quid, and boards fail, 510s fail, things do. And then you have to send it back to the mod maker, and the mod maker says, yeah, it's no good, you'll have to buy a new one after 12 months. Then it's quids in with the mod maker, but it isn't for you. No. But if you have screws in the faceplate, I take the faceplate off, put a new board in, mod goes back out. Or if it's a DNA 75, I can convert it to a 75C, or if it's a DNA 75 twin tube, I can convert it to a DNA 250, or I can convert it to a DNA 250C. Just put a new plate on the front.
I love the upsell. That's brilliant.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Next up then, we have a very, very smart looking faceplate, fully engraved. DNA 75C hand engraved faceplate.
What's the name of the mod?
It wasn't attached to the mod. You literally posted the silver engraved. It's like a paisley effect engraving.
You do that engraving yourself?
I could actually lie and say yes.
I believe you.
No. I can do if I really put my mind to it, but I don't. I was a jeweler for 7 years when I left school, and so I went through jewellery and silversmithing college in Birmingham and did that. But there was part of the course where you actually choose where you wanted to be. So you could have been a setter or a mounter or an engraver or watch repair. But you did all those aspects before you chose and I became an actual mounter. So I finished rings and made rings and necklaces and everything. And a setter would set the diamonds, and engraver would engrave. You have specialists, so you'd specialise. I was a crap setter. I was absolutely terrible at setting. I was absolutely useless at setting. Terrible.
I thought Alfie was a setter.
No, he's not. He's not a red setter. He's not a red setter. He's sitting down beside me licking his what's it, so he's not happy with you.
That's right. Okay.
But I did engraving for a while, and I worked with a lady for a while, and then met up with her. I think it was probably about 8 years ago when she moved closer. And then over the last few months, couple of years, I've been giving her more and more work, especially in the last 6 months because of the COVID thing. She's been flat. She's been making face masks. Get by. So I've been giving her stuff to engrave. That if it's just the face plates, that is a mod that's in the workshop to do.
And that's silver, yeah?
Yeah, sterling silver. So there's about 50 grams there. So, I mean, on Instagram, if you look at Dominion was engraved. There's quite a few. There's quite a few engraved. Quite a few silver ones. Tusk is another one on Instagram. That's all engraved. That's Celtic. Silver's really nice. Silver's a beautiful metal to work with. It's really nice. But it depends. I mean, if you give it some... If I gave you a piece of silver and a piece of polished silver alloy, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, apart from the weight.
Yeah.
But once it's done, I've done them. I did one in 9 karat gold once, and that was just crazy. That was crazy. That was about 2-3 years ago. That was a DNA 75 actually. I did that in 9 karat gold faceplate. That was hellishly expensive. Gold alone was 800 quid, but that went overseas, went to Saudi. And I didn't know he was a Saudi prince until he told me the address in Knightsbridge. So I should have charged more money. I didn't know. Right. So
Actually, the price has just doubled. Sorry, mate.
Okay, next up we have a selection of drip tips.
I just put those in.
810s.
Yeah, just to show that you do different things.
Yeah.
They are 810s, yes.
810s, yeah.
Yeah.
Low profile 810s.
Nice. I do like drip tips. The drip tips are quite... Most mods go out with a drip tip. This drip tip here, that one there is for that one. So that will go out with that. So drip tips go out with the mods now, and opening tools as well. So you can take the bottom off it as well. So you have an opening tool and take that off. So you get that as well.
And obviously you turn all the mounts and everything yourself.
The stainless steel carriers, I could say that I turn them myself, but I don't. I buy them in. So I'll buy them in, but I use my own resin. So when I pour for a block, I have an over pour of so much because I'm lazy and I don't do it exactly. So I have an over pour. So I over pour it and then use that to make the extras. So basically my ethos is if you've got an extra amount of resin and it's sitting there, then half a dozen drip tips, a stand, you make a stand, you make an opening tool, you make something else, you make a key fob, you make anything with it. And so that's optional extras that I either throw in or sell separate. If you buy 4 drip tips, you'll get them the same as if you buy a mod. So you get them in a box. So they go out in a box and they'll go out in a bag and you get a picture of Alfie. Because if somebody can only afford 4 drip tips, then why would I want to shove them in a jiffy bag if that's all they can afford? So I'd rather them have something special in a box that's nice that they can undo rather than a 300, 500, 200 pound mod.
It is a nice presentation for 4 drip tips, you know. The
presentation is the key. That's the ethos. Nothing will go out as bare in a jiffy bag. They'll all go out in a box or presentation some way, shape, form.
Chandler, did yours come in a coffin?
I think Chandler's went out in a bag.
It was in it came with a leather bag that it was, because it all unscrews.
Collapses down.
It collapses right. I don't know why I'm doing it, but yeah, it collapses right down. And it came with a leather bag that went in with it, but I still got a photo of Alfie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tightened up a great deal now, even more now. So everything categorically does, and and terms and conditions, battery safety, guides, all of it has to go out as well now, even more so, because somebody will get a mod and plug it in the mains. So.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Cool. We've got a couple left. So the next one is Diversion. 21700 Stabwood hybrid mod with a DNA 250C hand engraved edition.
That was the mod with the engraved faceplate on it.
Yeah.
I did find the mod with the faceplate.
It's not actual. It's division. Diversion, division. Let me find that here. Oh yeah, I remember. Yes. Yeah. That went out and came back. It went out originally with a blank faceplate, and then it came back to me because what did he do? He changed his mind and asked if I could do an upgrade and give an engraving on the faceplate, but that is all hand engraving. So if you look at if you can see, you zoom in, each one of those marks there is done by hand, and you get what's known in the background as shading.
Yeah.
So it's almost three-dimensional. So you get shading, and you get I've got my chasing punches in the workshop, so you would chase between them. So that's the difference between laser and hand engraved, that every single mark is done by a scribe, every mark.
Yeah.
So they would do the scroll work to start, then they would do the infill, then they would do the shading, and then they would do the chasing around. And that is I can't remember. I can't even remember if that was sterling silver or silver alloy. I can't remember. Could be one of either.
Okay, it's very nice.
I do like. I've got plans to do a couple of mods difference that I'm working on at the moment. I've got one I've finished, and that I'm going to do something different with that. I'm pulling it out of sale, and I'm going to do something different. Though it's not for sale, it's in a box. I'm going to do something completely different with that. I've got plans for that one. But yeah, I do like the engraved mods. I think that makes completely different. But that there is a repetition work, because when you're an engraver, what you do is you do your stock pattern. And the way you practice is the way I was practicing before I switched to mountain is you do the stock pattern again and again and again and again, repetition. And that is your stock pattern. And so that's what you're trained on, your stock, and then you carry on and do different things. So that's my engraver's stock pattern, what she was taught with. And so she can just do that second nature. To be...
You can do it in speed, because it's the basis.
Yeah, 7 years training, 10 years to be a master. To be a master engraver, it'd take you 10 years. But it's 7 years, and you're under as an apprentice. I was an apprentice for 5 years. Then I went and carried on. I did Masonic jewellery after that. After the 5 years, I went into Masonic jewellery. But yeah, I actually do like that one. I know where that one is, actually. I know who's got that. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that engraved. It's not one of my favourite patterns, but it is nice. It is nice.
Cool. Next up, then, we have a 5-bay Ati stand, geode resin slice with sterling silver edges.
Yeah, that was a very early one. It's got sterling silver on the side, so it's got sterling silver leaf on the side of it. That's a very early one. That's a very early geo stand. Now they've gone to these now. Look. See?
Are they all threaded, or is it just a whole?
I did both. I trialed these on my desk myself because if you've got, say, I've got a new tank this week. I got a profile RDTA.
It's cool, isn't it?
On with the wires, right?
Yeah. It leaks like a sieve.
Honest review, like it.
Let me get my tape measure out and just measure how tall it is. I found that is 50 mil tall. That is.
Chandler loves that.
I didn't think it was that big.
Hang on. Tape
That's the size of his drip tips.
Well, with the drip tip, it's 52.
Jeez.
That's not a long enough drip tip.
With Chandler, it'd be 60 with a drip tip.
It's the same height as my Vape giant.
When I first got it, I couldn't get it apart. This is why I don't make 510s, make tanks. I've been asked to make tanks loads of times why I don't make tanks. They're hateful things. But originally with the stands, I did it so that they just slipped in. So I drilled them out. And then some people like them like that. And these ones here these are screwed. So you can...
So basically there's like with anything customizable from you can maybe even have some that have maybe 3 open ones and 3 threaded ones. So
Yeah. Easy enough to do. The stainless steel. I find that using these proper carriers it's a cop out. I did it myself in the early days where you get your flappy paddle and you drill a 24mm hole.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, do it. I mean, I did it, but you got to do it. If you're going to do it properly. So I mean, I can do that. So
I mean, I guess it depends on what the user wants. If they want just open holes or maybe a mix.
That's it. So I mean, you can put another one on. So another one goes on. But the only thing is you have to constantly unscrew rather than balancing. So if you had it on a desk and the threads weren't in, you can just drop them on and they'll just sit there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done a whole ruck of these. So these are all various colours, but I'm into different. They're based on geode, as in the geode slice, as in a geode globe. So you would slice an amethyst or whatever, and you get that. So you've got some gold leaf in there. You've got about 3 different reds, and so then you would have them like that. I was going to velvet line the bottom and base them, but I don't do that. I was going to do it, but I just keep them as they are, so that they sit like that, and then you can put it. Sometimes I throw them into a mod. Sometimes I do them separate. But I mean, they're quite easy. They're not really quite easy to do. It's down to colours. I've done 1 or 2, and I thought, ooh, those look awful. But when you do that, when I think they look beautiful, they don't sell. If I make them and I think, God, that looks absolutely terrible, it'll sell. It'll go out like hotcakes.
Cool.
It's usual.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Stu. Really appreciate the insight from a mod maker.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on and Chandler.
Yeah.
Why haven't I learned more about Stu before? Because
He's
I think I need to talk to Stu.
Yeah, I've got a feeling, Martin, you might be losing some cash fairly shortly.
It's very painless.
Stu's quite happy. He holds his hand out, and the next minute, it's gone.
No, but from that's why I'm trying to find like an idea of where are we price wise. And I actually, it sounds weird, but I hate underpaying. Because when I feel that I'm maybe getting, that the work isn't getting the credit it deserves with the price.
I think half the issue is. I mean, I saw this on the on his Instagram, and I went, "That is amazing. There's no way I can afford that." And I initially glossed over it, and then on a whim, I just went, messaged him and said, "How much is it?" He told me, and I went, "I'll have it."
To be fair, Chandler, you were the only person going to buy that.
Yeah.
I lost money on that deal.
Did you? Oh, you shit.
Well, yeah,
But I love
brilliant, brilliant
think-
work, Stu, and
Thank you.
I like your way of thinking, your way of going about it, and that you can really feel that you have the passion in it. And I think for especially some of when we go beyond like 100, 200 pounds mods, that being a part of the process is important to a lot of people and feel they have a product that's made for them.
Yeah.
Really made for them, not sorry, Lloyd, for billet boxes, but not just something they customize themselves with so it's really made for that person.
So I think the first words out of Martin's mouth when he PMs you is Blue and Juma. How many Blue Juma mods have you got in front of you?
How many blue Juma? How many is Marcy? Are you really into Juma?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have like what? I have 4 blue Juma, 1 teal, and 1 ivory snake.
I did an ivory snake, silver top and bottom. Yeah, I did an ivory snake.
This is one of my favorite ones actually, from a model that doesn't work anymore.
Why doesn't it? What's the matter with it?
No, this is one of my. The model doesn't work anymore. He quit like a year ago.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a pity. That's really nice.
Well, he fucked over a lot of people. So let's not get into that. He quit in a very bad way. No, people were talking about going to his home in another country and actually because he took a lot of money from people and didn't deliver and then just vanished.
Do you want my list that Liz gave me? Don't knock other Jumas. Don't knock
Other
other Jumas, other mod makers. Don't swear. I can't. I think she also wrote down. Don't drink either. So I'm on coffee.
Who said
I
this?
think,
Chandler.
My wife.
Oh.
I
Swear
think
and
this
drink.
exact mod maker you can actually knock off because he literally. I'm not saying I'm embarrassed to use this mod because I love it, but he was beyond an asshole. He stole money from people, unfortunately.
I
I have
never
no
get
issue.
embarrassed about using mods.
No,
Frosty.
really, really interesting to learn more about you actually because you are the brand or the product.
Well, it's
Yeah.
me and it's Alfie as well.
Yeah. Sorry, Alfie, of course.
Poor old Alfie.
He's the brains of the operation, right?
Yeah,
he's
definitely.
he's the brains, most definitely.
Cool.
Cool.
So do we gonna watch? Do you have a coil of the week, Chandler? Did you bring that?
Oh, he does. He does.
We're getting to we're really getting to the end, but yeah, I did have a coil of the week.
There we go. It's on
But-
screen now.
Time
There you
literally
go.
flew by.
I know.
Wow.
That is just. I saw that. I thought that would appeal to you there, Martin, as a coil. What do you reckon?
It's blue. Some of it. There's blue.
When
in
I
the
first looked at it, it looked like cannabis.
It's-
When I looked round, I thought, what?
but that coil that can't be vapeable, or those coils.
Yeah.
I have no idea whether it's vape. It's got some color on it because it looks like it's been fired. Whether it's been blowtorched or not, more likely a blowtorch, I think, than anything else.
It's always like that for those pictures.
Yeah. But I saw that and thought, I can't even name what that is. That is just.
It looks like a wig.
Yeah, it does look like you could pour juice on it. It wouldn't need a wick. It would just quite happily hold the juice.
And finally, from Chandler this week, we all talk. Sorry, I'll let you introduce it before I show it.
That's all right. I just thought we all. I do like my big tanks. So why not the? Obviously, Stu mentions his pets. Is Alfie.
What?
So why not take your pet goldfish out with you while you're having a vape? So why not?
Wow. What's the mil on that?
What?
Is that 40 mil?
That's the 30 mil, I think.
It's oh, surely that's the 35 at the very least.
Yeah. It's got to be, isn't it?
Either way, it's enough for Bertie the goldfish to live happily
41
ever
mil.
after.
Oh, Matt says 41 millimeter.
41 mil.
But it must be the 30 milliliter glass.
Yeah.
Imagine I'm vaping MTR on that, how long the juice would last.
How many mil was it?
We're not talking clouds for days, we're talking clouds for weeks. 41 millimeter and 28 milliliter. capacity.
28 mils.
Certain juice brands, that's like 30 quid's worth of juice in there, let alone anything else.
Yeah.
Dear.
Yeah, really is.
Cool.
So
That-
there you
that-
go.
That brings us to a natural end, I think.
Marvelous.
Thank you very much for
Thank-
joining us, Stuart. It was an absolute pleasure. Hopefully you'll get some PMs. I know Martin will certainly be PMing you after the show, and if we can get something small and dinky for me, I'll be in touch also.
Thanks to those watching over at YouTube.
Absolutely.
Jordan.
Thanks to you guys on YouTube. Those of you that are new to us on Twitch this evening, thank you very much. Please feel free to hit that follow button to get notifications when we go live again, both on Fridays and on Tuesdays. And also
Can I say one thing?
Huh?
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Vape Bay, for all you people on Vape Talk, you have got inside knowledge. We will be dropping more Exos right now.
Exos going
Anyone wants
live.
an Exo V2 is dropping now. So Vape Talk.
I'm buying 5 and flipping them. Them hatters.
There is more
Oh my
Exos
God.
coming. Sorry, Mark, I just had to say that. Alex,
No
is gonna
worries.
drop some in a
cool.
minute.
That's cool.
We'll let you off.
Well,
Just this once.
that's exclusive to people watching. So
Oh, yeah, that's what we wanted to do.
If,
We wanted to
if
do
you
it for-
already dropped off the stream, sucks for you.
That's what we wanted. We wanted to do it for Vape Talk, so we want to drop some straight after the show.
Cool. And what's
Awesome.
the website address?
www.vaporbay.uk.
Oh, I put vaporbay.co.
You can put that.
Yeah.
No,
Same
I just put vaporbay.co.
Oh, you can just put co.uk or UK. But Alex will be dropping more.
Ooh, I put 10 in the card.
Check them out. Check them out. Thank you very much for joining us. They have dropped. They are live now. So if you want to pick yourself one up, get yourself over to vaporbay.uk. Thank you very much.
And don't forget vapesmarter.org if you want to have a look at Stu's website. It's just vapesmarter.org.
Thank you.
There you go.
And all the new ones that join us tonight that don't know, we do a fun and stupid quiz on Friday. And it's going to be fun on Friday again. So, 9 p.m. UK time? Yeah.
9 p.m. UK time, 10 p.m. for all you weirdos over in Europe. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. We will see you next Tuesday. And those of you that give a shit, we will see you on Friday. Adios, motherfuckers.
VTUK.